So Alicia, I was watching one of your YouTube videos and I was taken aback by how you described the progression of your teeth loss. You said you first became pregnant at 21, you were a newlywed, it was a very exciting time,
Yeah.
and then you had two teeth break off, and then fast forward, a total of four pregnancies, and then you ended up losing your teeth.
Yeah.
Can you just walk me through that journey, the two teeth turning into a full mouth? I'm sure you weren't expecting that.
No, and honestly, I didn't really even believe it was the pregnancies until I had three and then four. And then I was like, maybe there's a connection here. I did go to all my checkups and all the dentist appointments. I had sealant caps put on all the teeth because they were perfect and there was no cavities. So between 18, 19, 20, I might have gotten my first root canal, I think, but nothing too bad. So somewhat normal. I was disappointed that I was started getting a cavity because I had perfect teeth otherwise. And so when we got married, we were 20 and we got pregnant like right away the first month after the wedding, had our first daughter. During that pregnancy though, that's when the teeth started. That's when I noticed my teeth starting to hurt more, being more sensitive. They would start looking more, they were getting yellow really fast and they felt like they were getting soft really fast. But like Dr. Todd was saying, I was kind of in the mindset like I'm going to deal with this later. I'm pregnant. I'm going to just be pregnant and I'm going to have the baby and then I'll fix everything after because, so when one of my teeth broke out eating a hamburger from McDonald's, it was devastating. I don't really remember how I dealt with the first one, but I know that the second one happened a lot sooner than I thought. It happened within 2 weeks of the first one. So then I was left with just my two front teeth and no teeth next to them. Otherwise, somewhat nice looking teeth, but getting yellow, like I said. I did not go to get that taken care of until I had the baby. So I literally just stopped smiling, stopped opening my mouth. I would just talk really like this, so you can't really see my teeth. Like the first videos on my YouTube channel, I barely opened my mouth to talk. I was missing, like I had all my top teeth, I just didn't have the molars on the bottom, and I was still so self-conscious that someone would be able to tell. It bothered me the most, and I think that's very important to remember. Usually it bothers us more than it does other people, even if they can be jerks about people that don't have teeth. It's like us that feels it. We have to get over it ourselves. But
Right.
once I got my first partial, it was through my insurance. It was with a dentist, an insurance doctor. It wasn't a cosmetic dentist or anything fancy. It was just like functional metal hooks right in the front of my mouth. The two eye teeth didn't even match the rest of my teeth. So from a very early age, I was really very depressed with my teeth, and apparently nothing I could do about it because I didn't have the money to go fix them with something better. Um, so we kind of just left it at that. And I had my next baby when I was 24. During the years between the pregnancies, I don't really remember my teeth doing much other than crumbling and falling apart because I might have gone and got a couple. I think I did get a few pulled in between before I got pregnant. I got some pulled that could have been saved, but my insurance wouldn't pay to save them and fix them. They would pay to pull them. And if they hurt like that, can't live with it. So I had to pull some of them. And then we had my second baby, 24, Miss Nevea, which was a totally different pregnancy. This one, I had a toddler with me. I was also a senior in college, and I had taken a year off to get married, came back to my senior year pregnant with my second baby, asked the advisor if it's a good idea. Should I just do this and, try to finish my senior year, even though she's due during winter break, or should I wait? And he just was like, if you take a break, you'll never come back. You should definitely do it. So even though I was dealing with a ton of dental problems during my pregnancy, working full time, and now going to college full time, I managed to deliver safely during winter break. But after that pregnancy, I really almost every other tooth on top had to go. I don't remember how many had been pulled or not, but after the baby was born and I decided it was time to actually go in for the restoration, I met an amazing dentist who talked me through a plan instead of just a 1 day solution. Like, I'm just going to pull your teeth and that's it. She's like, we're going to fix your teeth and we're going to actually fix them. And it's going to take probably a year, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to, give you at least another 10 years without you having to constantly deal with your teeth just breaking apart. And the thing is, when you start losing your teeth, and you have gaps everywhere and you're eating food, your teeth are being used in ways they're not really meant to be used for. It's a lot harder on your teeth. It's easier for them to break.
There are women who hear your story and may become almost fearful to get pregnant, or they may have questions and they're worried. What do you want their biggest takeaway to be?
I mean, there's some things we can't avoid. But if you go to regular well visits and checkups, and you see, like they have told me, if you go to the dentist before you get pregnant, they can do x-rays to see the health of your teeth on the inside of them. That I would highly recommend doing that, just so you can see where you're at before you get pregnant. Um, I mean, in a perfect world, you might even want to get your hormones tested before you get pregnant, just to see where that's at. Um, I don't know if that's logical but I think that wouldn't be a bad idea for any woman to consider, just going and having all the labs done. Just go check on where it's at, make sure you've got all your dental work caught up and you've taken care of any cavities you might have before you get pregnant, because it does accelerate it. I don't really regret losing my teeth. I'm actually happy I don't have teeth, and I'm not trying to advocate for people to just get rid of their teeth, but I'm so grateful that I don't have to deal with it anymore, because it was such a process, such a something I've dealt with for so long. I just don't want to do that the rest of my life. I mean, I feel like those kind of things, the things we go through like that are so hard for us, they do make you stronger. They make you a better person. They make it so that you can relate to a lot more people. They make you grateful. Every bad thing that ever happens to us should teach us some kind of a lesson or make us more grateful for the good things we have, because someone has it worse. That's
Yeah.
what I always try to remember. But no, I don't want to scare anyone. That was just my situation. It could be